The legend returns, but not as a museum piece. Today, we're diving deep into a machine that carries one of the most iconic names in performance motorcycling yet reimagined for a new generation. This is the 2026 Yamaha RD350LC, a motorcycle built not to imitate the past, but to channel it, reinterpret it, and deliver it through modern engineering, electronics, and design philosophy. And in this video, we're going to explore how Yamaha brought back a historic badge without diluting what made the original LC an untamed, unforgettable part of motorcycling culture. When you stand in front of the 2026 RD350LC for the first time, the nostalgia is immediate, but the machine itself is unapologetically modern. You notice the horizontal flow of the tank, the compact proportions, the exposed mechanical attitude, and that instantly recognizable road stance. But the curves and angles are sharper, like Yamaha deliberately wanted to say, we remember the legend, but we're building it for 2026, not 1981. The new RD350LC uses a fully modernized 350cc parallel twin engine, and not a screaming two-stroke, but a high-revving, aggressively mapped four-stroke that pays homage through sound tuning, power delivery, and ultra-lightweight construction. Yamaha's engineers worked obsessively on the exhaust acoustics to recreate a crisp, raspy mid-range bark that fans of the original will instantly appreciate. With 52 horsepower at the crank and just over 33 Nm of torque, this engine is about punch, not paper numbers. The bike weighs only 146 kilograms wet, and that gives the road a power-to-weight ratio that makes twisty roads instantly addictive. The throttle response is quick, very direct, with a rev ceiling that encourages riders to stretch every gear. Yamaha built the engine around an extremely short-stroke configuration to give it a lively feel. It doesn't replicate the brutal hit of a two-stroke band, but it does deliver a sudden surge over 7,000 revolutions per minute that feels like the LC spirit is alive inside the crankcase. Engineers also added a lightweight flywheel and performance AQ mapping to help the bike snap forward the moment you twist your wrist. But the story of the RD350LC Rebirth isn't just about the engine. The chassis is where Yamaha made its biggest leaps. The bike uses a new hybrid frame that blends high-tensile steel with aluminum cross members to create a rigid yet ultra-flexible structure. When you drop the bike into a corner, the front end feels eager but not nervous. The handling is pure Yamaha, precise, communicative, and honest. There's no electronic steering assistant. Yamaha intentionally left it out to preserve the mechanical purity of the road riding experience. Up front, you get 41mm Kib USD forks with fully adjustable rebound and preload. They're tuned more towards sporty street riding than outright track aggression, which suits the personality of the bike. The rear monoshock also comes with adjustable preload and rebound, allowing riders to tailor the feel based on their weight and riding style. Braking performance comes from a twin-disc setup at the front with 298mm floating rotors and 4-piston radial mount calipers, while the rear uses a 245mm rotor. The braking feel is sharp but manageable, with ABS tuned to intervene as late as possible to maintain an analog, rider-centric braking feel. Yamaha even included a mode called LC mode, which changes throttle mapping and ABS behavior to deliver the bike's most raw and lively performance characteristics. What really surprises most riders, though, is the level of agility. With its short wheelbase, lightweight frame, and minimal bodywork, the RD350LC feels like a bicycle with a rocket strapped to it. Filtering through traffic becomes effortless, carving mountain roads becomes playful, and even low-speed maneuvers feel confidence-inspiring. This bike doesn't demand that you ride fast, but it constantly tempts you to do so. The design of the 2026 RD350LC stands out because it successfully merges retro cues with modern engineering. The tank shape borrows heavily from the classic LC silhouette, but with deeper sculpting and more pronounced aerodynamic channels. The seat is a slim, almost flat design, and the rear cowl is minimalist with a tiny integrated LED strip. The front features a circular LED headlamp, but with a split-lens DRL pattern that subtly nods to its heritage without trying too hard to be retro. The exhaust system is perhaps the most beautifully executed detail. It uses twin high-mounted pipes that sweep upward on each side, exactly like the most beloved road custom builds. These pipes are not just aesthetic, they're tuned through a resonance chamber to create a sharp, crackling soundtrack that separates the road from modern, overly quiet motorcycles. Ride ergonomics are sport standard but comfortable. The bars are slightly raised compared to a pure supersport, and the foot pegs are set rearward enough for spirited riding but not cramped for commuter use. The seat height is 804mm, which makes the bike accessible to a wide range of riders. The relationship between the bars, seat, and pegs creates a locked-in but relaxed triangle, perfect for long rides yet still ready to attack corners. The instrument cluster is a minimalist TFT. You need a clean, bright, and simple. Yamaha intentionally avoided overloading it with too much information. You get a big tachometer, digital speed, gear indicator, and ride mode selection. That's it. No lap timer, no navigation, no clutter. Yamaha's message is clear. The RD350LC is not here to distract you. It's here to be ridden hard. Electronics are kept intentionally light. Traction control is present but minimalistic, with just 2 levels plus off. ABS is dual channel with a low intervention setting. There's no wheelie control, no slide control, and no ammo-dependent algorithms. Riders who choose the road are looking for engagement, not editing, and Yamaha wisely respected that. Fuel efficiency ranges between 28 to 32 km/L depending on riding style, thanks to the lightweight construction and efficient throttle mapping. With its 13-liter tank, you're looking at real-world ranges of 300 to 360 km. Not bad for a bike that carries a performance-first badge. Now, let's talk about who this bike is built for. The Yamaha RD350LC Revival isn't aimed at beginners looking for a mild, comfortable commuter. It's aimed at riders who want a machine that feels alive, via riders who appreciate mechanical involvement, lightweight, and a classic power-to-weight focused philosophy. It's for riders who enjoy the rhythm of shifting, revving, braking, leaning, and accelerating. It's for riders who see a road not as a route, but as an invitation. The unique selling points of the 2026 RD350LC become clear when you compare it to other modern 300 to 400cc machines. While those bikes focus heavily on refinement, smoothness, and broad appeal, the RD350LC leans aggressively toward character, individuality, and rider engagement. It's not trying to be perfect, it's trying to be memorable. The bike's weight is a huge part of that. At 146 kilograms, it undercuts most competitors by a significant margin. This gives the road a uniquely old-school, dance-like agility that makes every ride feel like an event. Add to that the heritage-inspired aesthetics and the unmistakable dual exhaust note, and you have a motorcycle that simply doesn't blend in with modern offerings. It stands out in sound, in style, and in personality. As for the price, Yamaha has positioned the RD350LC Revival at a competitive level given its premium components and heritage status. Expect a price around $6,499, or locally in markets like South Asia and Europe, somewhere between PKR 2822 lakh or a negation 6,200 to 6,500, depending on taxes and availability. Yamaha is well aware that the road name carries weight, yet they've kept the pricing within reach for enthusiasts who want something special without entering premium class territory. In the end, the 2026 Yamaha RD350LC is not just a motorcycle, it's a statement. It's Yamaha telling the world that lightweight performance, raw riding feel, and heritage still matter. It's a celebration of an era when motorcycles had attitude, bite, and personality. And yet, it's built with the precision and reliability of modern engineering. For riders who missed the original LC era, this bike gives you a chance to feel what made the road name legendary. For older riders who lived through the two-stroke wars, this is a chance to relive the spirit without the smoke, the constant tinkering, and the unpredictability. As you close the throttle and listen to those twin pipes crackle and settle at idle, you realize the RD350LC Revival is more than nostalgia. It's a reminder of why we ride here, because machines like this make us feel connected, engaged, and alive. Yamaha didn't just bring back a motorcycle, they brought back a feeling.